Nothing is going to change unless you put your feet to the ground and say, I'm digging my heels in. I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have pushback. I know it's going to be requiring me to put time into it. When all my friends are out there running around and clubbing and doing this and chasing tail and doing this and doing that and drinking and having fun on the weekends, no, I'm going to be in these charts studying. I'm going to be living my life differently. But they're still going to be out there trying to chase tail, broke as fuck, driving a beater fucking car, and ain't doing shit in their life. And you'll be able to pull down annual fucking salaries on a week. You can't even imagine where you're going to be. You can't even imagine it. Whatever you think is your level of success, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You have no idea when you strip all these limitations that you put on yourself. You shackle yourself with your own mindset. You do it. This is all I can see myself doing right now. When you start making $100,000 a year, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, that wasn't all that hard. I thought it was really hard. Well, now I'm going to aim for $500,000. And the attempts that you do to do that, you get there in less than half the time. And you start thinking, well, shit, they say the first $1 million is the hardest one. I'm about there. Boom, in a couple more months, and then you're there. Then you look back and say, $1 million isn't all that much money. And yeah, it took some effort, but it didn't take as much effort as I thought it was going to take. And then you start making $5 million, $10 million. 15 million, 50 million. And I know I'm talking in numbers none you can fucking comprehend, but it is what it is, folks. It's just math. It's just math. You're compounding the efforts of what you're able to do on the smallest form. In that little cookie cutter mold that I'm going to find 5 handles in the S&P to begin with. And I'm going to let it grow till I can start doing 8. And then 10, or start with 20 in NASDAQ and work towards 30 and 40 to 50. You only got to do them a few times a week, folks. And as your equity increases, you can afford to do more contracts. That compounds, and you keep adding it more and more and more. But the level of risk is always the same. Whatever you associate in terms of your risk, I'm not going to risk more than 1%. But I can't get rich trading with 1%. Bullshit. You can get rich trading with 1/4 of 1%. You have to submit the time. None of you want to do that part, but that's the part you have to submit to. That's the first thing I submitted to when I first started trading. I had a 20-year plan. Imagine me writing a book. How to be successful and retire 20 years as a trader. Nobody's buying that book. Now, in the 80s and the 90s, that would have been a great title because everything was around what? And for you younger folks, you ain't going to know this, but it was all mutual fund. It was when mutual funds and fidelity. Everybody was trying to get people to invest in these mutual funds. And they were projecting, this is what you should do. Average is 12% return on stocks over the course of the years. You put this much money in, your money can compound. You'll have $1 million by the time you're whatever. So I was like, well, shit. If I can make 12% in a mutual fund a year, what happens if I start making 12% a month? And then what happens when I start making 12% every 2 weeks? And then what happens if I make 12% a week? And what happens if I can compound my efforts and find trades that yield 12% in the same day? Suddenly, all these big numbers that were fearful for me as even contemplating as realistic ever to reach for, they became reachable. Because I'm not increasing the level of effort in my trades. All I need is the setup. And as the equity increases in the baseline is whatever it is at the time, it's 100,000, 250,000, 500,000, $1 million account. Whatever that is, the risk percentage is never increasing. So whatever you've adopted as your model is, this is what I'm going to risk. It's going to be 1% or less. It's going to be 0.5%. It's going to be 1/4%. You're trying to tell me you're not satisfied risking 1/4 of 1% of $1 million if you have that in your trading. Okay, it's real money, not funded bullshit. It's real money, and you're able to take down a setup that yields 5 to 8 to 10 times what you're risking. Really? You don't think that that's a good living? 50 fucking grand a week? You can't get rich? Oh yeah, you're fucking great. That's rich. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You failed math. But you have to give yourself time.
Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, 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 everybody. How's everybody doing? Good. Hope you guys' weekend was good. Happy Tuesday. We got market just absolutely falling off a cliff right now, a couple minutes before the opening bell. Welcome in, everybody. Like the stream on your way in if you'd be ever so kind. Good morning, Market Maker Slayer. Good morning, Lil Uzi. Good morning, Nika Soft Trades. Endawa, PEJW. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Azar. Good morning, guys. Come on in, guys. The water's fine. The water is absolutely fine. Get your beautiful faces on in here, boys and girls.
It's Brittany, bitch. And I am back.
It's pretty, bitch. We're back. Good morning, Zach. Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Wolf. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? Hop on in. Hop on in. Take your shoes off. Stay a while, guys. All right, guys. Opening bell just hit 30 seconds ago. We already are seeing price falling off of a cliff here on NASDAQ. What in the world is going on? Checking out the economic calendar here. We have Trump speaking tentatively. So no idea when this is going on. What is this? Dude hold press conference about his latest executive orders. All right, nice. And then we got him speaking again at 9 p.m. What in the world? Due to speak joint interview with Elon Musk connected to Fox News. All right. So both of these, I'm assuming, are after hours. So we should be all right. If anything, this could be like late afternoon, but like end of the day. Obviously, we got FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of get used to their President Trump's gonna speak about executive orders apparently just every day from now on. I guess I don't know. I guess that's gonna be a thing, but might as well dive into some technical analysis, boys and girls. Let's jump over here to some higher time frames, looking at ES and NQ side by side. Starting off on the weekly, we got previous weekly high sweep. Currently is what price has done so far this week. Obviously, yesterday was a short bank holiday. So kind of just pointing out the obvious here, but previous weekly high sweep. Trading back down into new week opening gap at the moment. Just continuing to scale in here. Looking for SMTs at the highs, which we do have with these 4-hour highs. So at these 4-hour highs, you guys can see this current 4-hour candle. We swept previous high on ES, and we're putting a lower high in on NQ. So we do have a bearish SMT with these 4-hour highs. Something to be mindful of here. And yeah, I would assume low-hanging fruit draw would at least be these relative equal lows. Oops. This low. So this is yesterday, 9 a.m. New York AM session low yesterday. Let's go down with 15. Yeah, so we're already sweeping out previous, or I should say today's Asia and London lows. We took out London high. That's where the SMT was created with ES. So SMT here. And we are displacing straight on down here, folks. Could we be bearish today? Could it be? Could it be, boys? I don't know. This low here is right there. Okay. So I'm just marking out these levels. To me, once the sell side level is being ran out, I think we could, you know, say that the SMT has done its job and delivered price to sell side objective, and then possibly look for a reversal back to the upside. Because I am more bullish on the higher time frames. I think we are drawing toward, like, let me go over here. I think we are drawing toward ultimately all-time high. You know, looking at just the NASDAQ chart here on the daily, let me go ahead and delete these lines here. Obviously, this was the unmitigated portion of this BPR here on the daily. So we were looking at this going into the end of last week. And I believe we're drawing towards all-time highs. So, you know, early part of the week here, could we see a lower wick being printed on the weekly to then continue distributing higher? We got a really strong close on the previous weekly candle here above these highs, even above 50% of that. 50% of that BPR here. So, you know, that's kind of my overall higher time frame bias is still bullish. I'm assuming many of you guys share a similar sentiment, but you never know. Let's go ahead and take that off the chart. We don't really need that. 5 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, we're only 5 minutes into the open, too. This thing is fast and furious already today. Dare I ask if people are already in shorts? Do I even want to know? Dare I ask? Let's, oh, shoot. No, I don't want to do that. Padding from current. There we go. Yeah, that's better. All right, let's see, guys. To me, the short-term draw for right now is 22,192.5 on Nasdaq. Monitoring that same low on ES. So obviously, if ES wants to take that low out first, then you know, we'd have a bullish SMT with that low at that point. So we'll keep an eye on that, boys and girls. But otherwise, yeah, we were just falling off a cliff here to start the day. Falling off of a cliff. Good morning, Meta. Nazar, tentative just means that it's not, they don't have like a set time for it. So TBD. Tentative maybe also meaning that it might not happen at all. Possibly. Why trade before FOMC and day after bank holiday? I mean, we might not get a trade. We're just on looking at price. If we see something we like, we'll fire away. If we don't, we don't. Long on gold. Yeah, I haven't even looked at gold. And I'm not gonna. Wasn't longs pre-market. Short before the open. Short before the open? So that mean you're not short anymore? Does it tagged as news driver for new rule? What do you mean, Nazar? Does what tagged as new? I don't understand the question. Well, we got about 12 minutes. I'm sorry, 22 minutes actually until the end of the hour here. Looking here at this 1 minute. If you're just going off of regular trading hours, so let's do that quick. Regular trading hours. Opening range gap is not big. But since, I mean, it's just funny. Like, we dump, what is this? A few minutes before market open, and then it's like as soon as market opens, we are kind of consolidated. You can see that by there isn't any inefficiencies being left, and there hasn't been one printed yet so far since opening bell. I don't know. I just think that's ironic. But nevertheless, boys and girls, it's good to be back. We'll see what this week has in store. Last week was great. Went ahead and activated those 3 accounts passed on Top Step X yesterday. So we'll be trading those this week as well. But otherwise, weekend was good on my end. Went snowmobiling on Saturday. Did a little bropping. Trails finally opened up. Finally got enough snow up here in old Wisconsin. And today, we've got a heat wave. We've got exactly negative 14 degrees. Negative 14 degrees, boys and girls. We are absolutely heating up over here. Negative 14 degrees. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we've got an SMT with this current low here on the 1 minute. We have not reached, in my opinion, the short-term draw, which is these relative equal lows. Basically AM and PM session lows from yesterday. Well, actually, not PM session lows. What am I doing? The day was half a day yesterday. This AM session low here. It'd be not impossible for price to just take Asia and then reverse, but it'd be a little annoying. It'd be a little annoying. Yeah, macro in like 8 minutes. Ironic. Who are you, Alanis Morissette? I wish I knew who that was. Should I know who that is? I don't even know. I've never heard that name in my life, I don't think. I've never heard that name in my life. But looking at the poll here, boys, get your votes in if you haven't. I'm going to close this off here in a little bit so nobody can cheat. Nobody can cheat with their bias vote today. We've got 83% of the chat voting bullish. Oh, shit. You guys are perma bulls in the chat today. Good morning, Callie. Honest Morissette. Do I need to Google it? You guys are going to give me the answers? Alanis Morissette. Canadian. Oh, a Canadian American singer, songwriter, and musician. Yeah, I've never seen this person. I don't know who this person is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever even seen this person. But I'm also not Canadian, so. But yeah, Canada's been having a rough little go here. I mean, you guys are about to become the 51st state of the United States, so Canada's going to be no longer. Well, I guess that'll probably be your state name, but you're going to become the 51st state of the United States. You guys just lost to the American hockey team. I don't watch hockey, but I did see it. Who won? Yeah, I just saw a tweet the other day. It was kind of funny. You know, they say us white boys are on a generational run right now to start 2025. You got to think, Americans, we win the hockey. We win the hockey, whatever the fucking game was between America and Canada. You got Cooper DeJean, the first white guy to get a pick six in a Super Bowl, like ever. You got what is that guy's name? Max McClung, or I don't even know what his name is. White dude won the dunk contest for 2025. I mean, dude. What a generational run for the white guy. Let's go. Usually when it comes to sports, we're like second fiddle no matter what. You know, I'm just happy that somebody who looks like me is finally excelling in sports. What's up, Nick? Yeah, if Canada becomes that's one. If Canada becomes the 51st state of the United States, obviously Canada has a bunch of separate states. So how would that work? Like Canada's just going to be 151st state, but there's like a bunch of states inside of Canada. You guys know what I'm saying? Shouldn't it be like multiple states being added to the United States? Listen, I'm not, when Trump proposed it, I wasn't like, oh hell yeah, give us Canada. But we're here now. I mean, we got Gulf of America. We're about to adopt Canada. Not gonna call him dad, even if there's a fire. All right, guys, we got ES taking out that low, by the way. We'll see if NQ, I mean, we're close proximity. Let's see if we leave the SMT or if we want to reach for that level on NQ as well. But SMT, so to me, the bearish SMT has done its job now. And now forming a bullish SMT for the moment. But if this level gets taken out on NQ, then all right, there you go. So much for that. Well, yeah, no opportunity to... not a whole lot of opportunity, at least, to catch these shorts, I guess. If you were opening bell here, maybe if you... I don't know, just YOLO it into shorts, or like this first little fair value gap here. 9:28 a.m. candle. But yeah, we started selling off strong here at about 5 minutes too. Opening bell. This indicator is just ICT higher time frame candles by Fadi. It's free. I didn't pay for it. Yeah. So that's all this is. You can make the candles whatever time frames you want. I don't know why I gotta keep adding padding to this. I'm trying not to have these overlap. It's making my OCD kick in. Did I do 15 minute? Oh, it didn't change it. Come on. Oh, there we go. Well, I guess I'm probably starting to lean more bullish now that we've taken out these levels of sell side. We've just gone straight down here. Get off my chart. There we go. Huh. I'm looking for higher time frame PD arrays, and I don't know. I don't really see much. I mean, on this, we got a 4-hour gap down here. And this 1-hour breaker kind of overlapping that 4-hour fair value gap as well. New 4-hour candle coming here in 10 minutes. So it's kind of starting to look like it might line up with this new 4-hour open, 10 a.m. Maybe get a manipulation open low, high close for this next 4-hour candle and get a manipulation below previous 4-hour low. Could be something that we're in store for, boys and girls. But right now, yeah, it's staying heavy here. Another thing to keep in mind is when you get these big expansions like this, you know, it doesn't have to like just reverse and keep expanding back the other direction. It could just accumulate for a bit. So I might have to test our patience today. Not the biggest range. It looks bigger than it is. Only about 150 points here. Where can you get it though? You just go to your indicators tab here on TradingView and type it in. ICT, higher time frame, HTF. Candles, FADI, FADI. It's this one. And then you click it, and then it goes right on your chart. You can favorite it, and then it goes to your favorites. So then every time you click on indicators, all your favorites will be right here. There you go. Sell day incoming. What's your draw, Nick? When you say sell day, where do you picture price? Where do you picture the daily objective? Are you looking as far as like this daily gap here? Like do we take out Friday low? In your opinion? Yeah. Looks like that's what you're saying, daily for value gap. Okay. Maybe. I'm gonna stay probably more so bullish here in the short term. Again, just looking at things. Obviously, we're just super bullish. I think we're drawing towards the all-time high. That's 1, 2. Kind of just identifying power of 3 today. We've just been offered sell side, so I would like to see this act as manipulation, this Judas swing here at the open, and then possible distribution higher. Doesn't have to happen, but that'd be how I'm leaning for now. We did get a 1-minute bullish change in the state here. Along with a bullish SMT here on the 1-minute. Macro has started. There isn't any 5-minute efficiencies here in this leg. 1 minute, yes. First 5-minute gap is up here from pre-market. 35 points. I'm going to try this long if we get a pullback into this gap. Stop below the low. 1 minute change in the state, bullish SMT, and bullish fair value gap, BPR technically. With overall more of a bullish bias, so yeah, we'll give this a try here. And then if it fails, could look to replay the same thing after the top of the hour with the new 4-hour candle. If the next 4-hour candle that's going to opens up and then ultimately trades below the previous 4-hour low, and then we reverse, obviously this entry will get stopped out most likely. But sell side taken. I'm liking all the confluences we have here. See if we get picked up or not. Yeah, tentative Trump could speak. He could start speaking at any moment. We might not even know. Probably not though. It'll probably be later if it's about executive orders being signed. No, Trump hasn't spoken. Would prefer a higher time frame POI for longs. Higher time frame POI? Yeah, like all-time high or? We got these equal highs up here from the pre-market. So pre-market relative equal highs here. You're really not going to come pick me up. We hit the 1 minute gap on... Oh, fucking A. I hate when it does this shit. ES hits the ES hits the gap that I was looking to take entry on NQ. Why does it do that? Why does NQ be a pain in the ass sometimes? I'm going to move the buy limit up slightly. There's a 2 minute gap here. I'm not trying to like chase this too much. I mean, if I get left behind, I get left behind, I guess, but... It's interesting. It doesn't show me the 5 minute chart over here if I'm on the 2 minute, but it shows on the 1. Why does it do that? This indicator. Interesting. So I moved my limit up slightly, guys, just to the open of this 2 minute fair value gap. If this just gets left open as breakaway, which it could because ES traded back into it, I mean, I might miss this. But I didn't want to like chase it and just like YOLO into a long here, and then I still want my stop down here. Stop's already big enough. We'll see. Still got almost a 1 to 3 hour on this. New hour coming here in 1 minute. 1 minute away from a new 4 hour and new 1 hour. UC pullback short. No. What? Do I see it? I mean, I guess if you're bearish, here's your opportunity to short. If this fails, to me it's because 4-hour PO3. So a new 4-hour candle sweet will make one more drive lower. But to me, this is good enough to try out. Bullish SMT on the 1 minute. 1 minute change in state. Bullish PPR. So what more do I need? I think we are hitting that high end of that 1 minute 1 hour breaker as well. We'll see. Got triggered in here. See if that'll hold. But yeah, if you're bearish, clash of the PD arrays here. I might be cooked. Let's close this poll off here. Most of the chat is bullish. I don't want y'all changing your vote or making new votes for bearish if we sell off here. No. If us bulls are wrong, we're gonna be wrong together. Yes, we have bearish SMT at the London high, Nick. Yep, and then we took out these relative equal lows. So I'm marking the SMT as it's possibly done its job. But yes, you are right. We talked about that kind of right away at the beginning of the stream. Well, that is not a good look. I'm staying heavy here. Absolutely disrespecting the hell out of these fair value gaps here on the 1 minute. Well, it'll be over fast, at least 1, 2, 3 minutes, if that. Yeah. All right. Over quick, boys. Less than 3 minutes. Sounds like Valentine's all over again. And new 4-hour candle here. So that was the only thing that I thought could damper things here. So no wick really being left here on the 4-hour to the upside. Tiny one. 4-hour sweep. 4-hour fair value gap being tapped into now. I'm staying with the same long idea if we get another opportunity. And then if we sell off, then I probably won't be a participant any further this morning. To tell you the truth. Attaboy, Mario. Show your executions, Mario. Post them in the Discord. If you don't post your executions, you didn't actually fade my trade. So that's the new rule. That's the new rule. Soft trades. I see you posted in here. Finally just loaded. So you caught, I'm confused. Oh, you caught a long here. What time frame is this? Is this 30 second or 15? Must be 15. So you caught the inversion here and then this little bit here. Did it hit your did it hit any of your targets? No, it looks like you stopped at break even. Yeah. Nothing from Mario yet though. So I'm starting to think Mario might have been capping. Oh, Mario, that's so sweet of you. But listen, you can't say, Mario, you can't say that you counter trended and you don't have Discord. What do you mean you don't have Discord? Easy solution, download Discord. What? Yeah, they can't solve that problem. No, sir. But if you did make an easy 2K Mario on the short there, congratulations. You know. So what? I don't have a will to live anymore as long as you made money. Oh, now it's 4K. Oh, okay. Oh, the amount changed all of a sudden. It doubled. Are you from Ireland? Because when I look at you, my P&L's doubling. You got to work on your entries. Should have taken it off the close of the 1 minute 9:52 candle. Okay, thanks for sharing. What the hell would have been the difference, though? It still would have been an L. What are you talking about? You should have taken it off the close of the candle. What? I mean, you got to work on your entries. I literally had the same fill. See, those are the type of comments where I just like. This is the only thing that is going through my head as I read them.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
You know what I mean? Thanks for the advice though, Ryan Banks. I will work on my entries. I'll give him some work. Yeah, Mara, I bet you won't donate it. I bet you won't do a super chat. Where do I think it was the beginning of the bullish movement on the 1 hour? Where do I think it was the beginning of the bullish movement on the 1 hour? What? I'm not sure. Well, we haven't been bullish yet today, really. But we are hitting this 1 hour breaker here. And 4 hour fair value gap. I'm confused about the question because we've been just bearish this morning so far. You gotta work on your TP. Should have taken it right away. That's right. As soon as I saw green, I should have just closed it. I need to take this. Yeah, no, I need to take this off. There we go. Well, we'll stay patient here. Yeah, I don't feel like entering any longs in this area here. I feel like I need to wait for some more structure. And then if we just accumulate for the next 40 minutes, I don't want to be holding a position where we're just kind of chopping back and forth, maybe like, you know, making tiny little shallow drives lower here as well. That's possible. So, but I am bullish. I'm not interested in shorts at this point. I really wasn't interested in shorts just because of we were just selling off so heavy to begin with, and then taking sell side with relative equal highs. So yeah, once the lows were taken, to me the SMT at the highs did its job into higher time frame bullish PD arrays. So you know, I'm okay sticking with just the bullish bias, and if we get something, we get something. If we don't, then hopefully avoid any L's, right? Like if we just keep melting lower. I just want to filter out impulsively just buying. Should work on my legs. I should work on my legs. I don't know. Your boy's got a dumpy, dude. God bestowed this dumpy on me. Genetics, perhaps. You could say I got my mom's ass. Woo! But I've done 2 leg days in 2025. I'm averaging 1 leg day a month. I don't care if you judge me for it. I ain't training for nothing. Yeah, let me do multiple leg days so I can you know, sit at my desk and watch candles. What do you train legs for? Oh, I trade NASDAQ. Oh, okay. At least once a week? Nah. I used to do 2 leg days a week back in the old heydays. That was when I was probably my strongest. I had a buddy who claimed that all my other lifts would benefit greatly by doing 2 leg days a week and just hammering the legs, because it's, you know, he was a big advocate for your body. Well, I forget how he worded it, but like your body being essentially limited or plateaued by your weakest link. So if you're really not training one aspect, usually for most people it's legs, for guys it's legs most commonly, I would say, but you know, if they're really falling behind, it's going to hold back the strength in your other lifts as well, was his philosophy. And there might be something to that, because as I improved my leg strength, my other lifts did improve, but no, as you keep getting older, it's like, if you're not training for nothing, what am I training for? At this point, I'm just lifting weights to look good naked, dude. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like set any world records here. I'm not trying to. I ain't doing no competitions. Hell no, no sir. You know what I mean? I just want, if I ever need to, if I ever need to open up an OnlyFans, I just want to know that people are, you know, I want to know that I'm in demand. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep it high and tight. So that's about it. My bias, bullish. My bias is bullish. If you're just showing up, Jan Van. You think the thighs release the most testosterone? Buns and thighs, buns and thighs. But I'm just trying to be patient now because obviously we're outside the macro. And I mean, we've seen it time and time again. You get a fast move like this early. A lot of times we just get accumulation for an hour, sometimes the rest of the morning, and then we expand again in the afternoon. So we'll see. But I'm fully prepared to wait all the way until this next macro if need be. If need be. But otherwise, like if we don't put any more lower lows in, which I think we will, but if we were not to put in another lower low, then really what I'm kind of waiting for would be this. I guess changing the state of delivery here on the 5. That would also look like this becoming a bullish breaker and then essentially longing off that. If we don't put in another low, which I think we will. And I'd be much happier if we did. Just because this would be a kind of a big range to long off of in terms of where you're placing your stop at. So another lower low would be nice. Oh yeah, man. But all right, guys. Yeah, if you're just joining, I took one trade already. Got stopped out in less than 3 minutes. So I'm 0-1 to start the new week off. But that's all right. You'd buy the OF instantly, Nick. All right. I'll hold you to it. I'm going to hold you to it. Yeah, everything's kind of selling off here. Crypto included. Let's check the old heat map here. Heat map is... Interesting. I expected to see a little bit more red than this, but I guess not. Yeah, that'll be $6.99, Nick. Tax free. Ugh. Yeah, it's looking like market's going to make us wait a little bit here, boys. That's what it's looking like. Might have no other choice. But yeah, if anybody caught shorts, drop them in the Discord if you would. I'm curious. Show your. You got to show executions though. I don't want to see no short tools on your trading view and that's it. You got to show the executions. If you don't show the executions, you didn't take the trade. But if anybody caught these shorts, feel free to drop it in the Discord. We'll take a little peeky at it. A little peeky poo. Let me pull Discord up, actually. I don't think I'm sharing Discord here. No. Yeah, I just see softs. It looked like soft. You got stopped at break even, right? 184.5. Entry at 182.5. Yeah, so stopped out 2 points in profit. That's not too bad at all. What's my win rate? Today it's 0%. I'm 0 for 1. Last week was great, though. I don't know what the win rate was last week. I know we were green every day. But yeah, today it's 0%. I don't know. I don't have like the data to tell you what my overall career win rate is. If I had to guess, I would say, I mean, it varies, right? Depending on the week and the month or whatever, but on average, if I had to guess, 50, 60%. But my R to R is usually 2+. I would say like 2 to 3 R. The problem with like data though, in terms of like, let's say you got performance metrics following your account, you know, whether it be through Top Step X metrics, maybe you trade Zella. I've noticed that the data can be a little skewed based on like break-even trades. Obviously, when you get stopped at break-even, like for me, I'm always put my stop like a couple points in profit just to make up for fees. But so that kind of, you know, that'll make your it'll make your win. It counts as a winning trade, even though it's not a winning trade. But then it also obviously affects your average risk to reward based on the data, right? So sometimes those numbers can be skewed even as well, because I don't view break-even trades as a win or a loss. So it kind of sucks that on the back end it still gets counted as a win, and then it obviously skews the risk reward a little bit as well. So to me, even the data as far as that stuff goes doesn't tell the whole story most of the time. To me, I just chalk break even up as like, I mean, literally just a break even. It's just a stalemate. You know. And then there's trades too where it's like, you know, I'm sure you guys have experienced this as well. Maybe this is just like an ICT trader problem that a lot of ICT traders tend to have. But I imagine it's a element of greed a little bit that kicks in. But it seems like a lot of people, and I struggle with it from time to time as well, like kind of cherry picking. You know, some days you're like, I'm just gonna go low hanging fruit target, just low hanging fruit target. And then other times you spot like a level, like let's say you're looking for longs and you spot a level like, oh well, I think we, you know, if we get to this level here, you know, I think we can get here. So you'll hold for a higher target, and then how many times have you been stopped at break even after like your first target was hit, but you didn't take it off the table, you just kept holding it because you thought we could expand or continue expanding to that further target, and then you end up getting stopped at break even. You know, technically that's a win, but P&L wise, if you didn't take any partials or do anything, it counts as obviously nothing, right? But in terms of your, I know there's no moral victories in trading, but I mean, isn't that that's technically a win still, right? Just because you managed it in a way where you didn't capitalize on it. It's a winning rep. And it did go to a target ultimately. So there's just so many nuances when it comes to trading and like the results. Or like there's so many nuanced things that could skew the results. Whether it's something like that, being a little greedy and trying to shoot for a higher target, or, you know, partialing. Partialing is honestly, man, I do feel like it limited my upside last year for sure. I know I talked to you guys about this already, but I felt like partialing did limit my upside last year. But I've developed such a strong habit for doing it, you know? I mean, it's tough, right? Like, you got to kind of find, so this year I'm challenging myself to do less partialing and more full pulls, right? So, and it makes sense too, because, you know, if you're, let's just say you were getting in long right now, right? Hypothetically. And you're like, oh, I want these relative equal highs all the way up here. Right? And then like, but let's say like at all of these short-term highs, like you're partialing out. Well, it's like, dude, by the time price, if it gets here even, right? By the time that happens, like, I mean, your risk to reward is like, you'd have been better off just going for a lower target and taking the whole thing off. Like you made the same amount. You know what I mean? But I got into such a habit of partialing. It really is like, it's kind of become second nature for me to just like scratch the itch, take it off, and then like leave a runner just for like almost like the I don't know, the repetition, the you know, develop the muscle of holding, because it can be tough. I've always thought that like holding on to like winners, full winners, not partialing. Like, it's easy to hold when you partial. That's why people do it, I think. That's why I would say I do it, because I know I want to hold, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, this was a nice move. I don't want to make nothing for it. So let me just partial. Like, that's the compromise, right? Take a partial. And listen, I think it's great. But after a while, to me, it just feels limiting, right? Like, I'd rather, I want to see if I perform better and have a better outcome by not partialing as often and just full pulling trades, which a lot of times it will probably look like taking full positions off at lower, you know, short-term targets, but something I'm trying to do this year a little more. But it does scratch the itch. That's kind of the benefit of it, right? Like you can develop the muscle of holding a position for a target you think we could hit. So I never want to put a line in the sand and say, like, I would never tell you guys in the chat, like, partialing's bad. Oh, you shouldn't partial. I wouldn't personally ever tell you guys that, because I just think trading is so unique. And who am I to tell you? If you have a system that works for you and that you love, I would never tell you to change it. You know? But challenging yourself to be better is also productive. You hate partialing, don't like taking partials, usually aim for 20 handles and leave a runner. What am I waiting for here to take a long? Displacement, I guess. Displacement in the long direction. We already have SMT forming at this low, so if that holds, that's one confluence. We're at 1030 here. SMT at the low with ES. 1 minute change in the state of delivery here, but I kind of would like to see almost something more convincing, like a 5 minute change in the state of delivery. I took a 1 minute change in the state of, we had SMT at this high here, or at this low here. You know, we started printing bullish fair value gaps, disrespecting bearish fair value gaps here. You know, after taking sell side, and clearly I got stopped out on that, so I don't want to rush back into an entry blindly off the 1 minute at this point. Especially we're not in a macro or anything either. Does a new 30-minute. This 30-minute candle did sweep the low of the previous 30-minute candle. For you candle range theory folks. But we could very easily just kind of stay sideways and range bound, if not drifting a little lower, like putting in new low, and then new hour comes around, then we get a reversal. So I'm just not in a rush to hop back in as of yet. I don't get the sense that I'm being left behind or anything at the moment. But yeah, so far today we have sold off almost 200 points now. Two losses, one win today, break even overall. Yeah. See, and that's, ain't that the beauty of having some there's so much I feel like it's such a debate nowadays, people talking about risk reward and win rate. But ain't it interesting, Zane, like because I feel this way sometimes as well. I still, you know, I'll have one winning trade make up for like 2 or 3 losses, just depending on obviously how big that win was. But isn't it interesting though how sometimes like mentally you'll still feel like you traded poorly? You know what I mean? Like just because you lost more times than you won. I don't know if you feel that way, Zane, but I feel that way sometimes. I'll feel like I still traded poorly just because the win rate was, you know, more losses than wins. But that really is the beauty. I mean, most stop losses that I'm taking are probably about 20 to 30 points, give or take. And the most wins I'm taking are 50 to 100 points. So from the social media YouTube chat perspective, because you're losing more, they'll say you're trash, but I think it's important to always keep in perspective that if you're always one trade away from making, like if you have a couple L's, you're on a little bit of a losing streak, literally one good solid trade, you're right back. That's why it's so important to not go on tilt when you take a couple L's and you're just trying to fight the market, impose your will. You know, you're trying to be right. Peace out, Maida. Tomorrow stream. I'm thinking we will stream tomorrow. Yes, it is FOMC meeting minutes in the afternoon, so I think I'm gonna come to the market just with a little bit more. Maybe just lower expectations. Not that I had high expectations today by any means, but yeah, fully prepared and ready to not press any buttons if conditions look like shit. And if conditions look pretty poor, I would say in the first like 30 minutes of session could just cut the stream early. But yeah, the plan is to stream tomorrow. And who knows, maybe we get pleasantly surprised with great price action. I can't see the future. I really like even this target here, this open 5-minute gap. New York midnight. I like that a lot. So just kind of framing this long if we get it now. Totally cool if we have to wait another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But this would be your 5-minute change in the state. Bullish order block. Coming out of a 4-hour bullish PD array. What level, William? What level haven't we reached yet? I'm not longing until we get a closure above this. So I'm not in anything yet. Even if price wicks up here, I'm not getting in. If this candle comes up and closes above, then I'll hop in. But yeah, if that doesn't happen, we could see more downside for sure. I appreciate it, Juan. I'm not always positive, but when I am, I drink Dos Equis. Nancy Pelosi's going long in the next macro, and then we're set then, if that's the case. I can't believe she's still allowed to be in. I mean, it's just insane. Am I a bad person for wanting her to go to prison? I don't think I am. Yeah. We got what, 9 minutes here until the macro. Well, I'm just gonna sit back, guys. I framed the long here, so this is the idea. This is what I'm waiting for. If we see more downside, we obviously will delete this and reassess, but otherwise, yeah, just waiting for this. We'll see. I mean, if this respects, we could see bearish order flow continue, obviously. Three minutes left of this hour. Hourly candle. Oh, no, I take that back. I'm sorry. I was looking at this hourly candle here, and I was seeing this timer at the same time. Forgive me, Father, 5 cents. But looking like it's possible to leave. We might end up leaving a 1 hour fair value gap open in here. What a boring day. Is right, Nick. Boring day. Boring day. I didn't see anybody in the chat saying that they... A couple people said that they were long pre-market. One person said they were short before the opening bell. But overall, I didn't see too many of you guys saying that you guys were short. Like, caught this move down this morning. Mario said he made 4K fading my one long attempt, but he said he didn't have Discord, so he couldn't post it. You guys think Mario was capping? I think Mario might have been capping. I mean, you don't have Discord? You're a trader? You're on a YouTube live stream? You don't have Discord? I just find that hard to believe. You can't get Discord? What is it, banned? So I think Mario might have been capping. I think he might have been trolling me a little bit. That's the beauty. I think that's gonna be the best part for me about that Discord is gonna be when people say things in the chat just to try to get a rise out of me. I'll ask them to prove it by showing their executions. I think that'll be great. Nick, you got a short? Oh, Nick, come on. Let's see the executions, buddy. See, the thing is, too, because if you ask people to show their executions, there's some people that, you know, maybe they did catch shorts, but maybe they won't post it because if they show their executions for that trade, they'll kind of be telling on themselves because you'll see a chart that's like littered with executions. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And they won't post it because they don't want, you know, they don't want to show that they took 20 trades already. Man, I love that. What a great use case. I was going to delete that Discord. Now I'm happy that I kept it. Just joined from the off link, Nick. Attaboy, Nick. Attaboy, Nick. 5 minutes here till macro begins. New 15-minute candle just opened up. Let's see. No, let's up that a little bit. Yeah, okay. I mean, Nick, you did say you were bearish to the daily fair value gap. I do remember you saying that, so it would be believable if you caught shorts. It would be believable. Let's go over here actually. I'm gonna check. I want to check standard deviation projections from this London high manipulation with ES. Oops. Okay. So we've already traded a -2, 2.5. Where's -4 line up though? -4 standard deviations does get us very, very close to that daily low. Interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big black candles coming in hot. Big old black candles. Easy way to read order flow, boys and girls. When it takes 3 Shrek candles and only 1 black candle, when it takes 3 Shrek candles to make up for 1 Drake candle, might be bearish. Three Shreks to 1 Drake equals bearish. Look, Discord. All right. Let's see what Nick got going on here. What the hell? So this is what I told you the last time I used FTMO to trade 930 F15 breakouts. First of all, normally I hold on. Oh, okay. So you traded right at open. Use chop switch trade normally. Yeah, I don't know what is this like. What platform is this? Is this FTMO? Must be FTMO. Yeah. Man, FTMO looks a lot different than when I. That's crazy that they bought Oanda still. I just don't know. It's C-Trader. Oh, but is it through FTMO though? Yeah, I didn't know Buddy was chill like that. If anyone's not in the Discord, they're gonna be like, what the hell's going on? What's up, OMFX? How you doing? What's ICT saying in the Telegram today? I saw I had some notifications. I haven't looked. Here we go. Open it up for the first time. I have a lot of unread messages. Oh my god. Oh, still scrolling. I'm still scrolling. That's insane. Was he hang on, let's see. Doing a quick little sift through here. Did he catch shorts or nah? Just Nick today. If this low stays intact, guys, that same analysis is still in play. FYI. If your model is your tool to execute on, does a hammer perform the function of a screwdriver or saw? Hang on, there might be some value in this long paragraph, it looks like. If your model is your tool to execute on, does a hammer perform the function of a screwdriver or saw? Yet, less experienced traders demand that their model answer all matters in price. It can't. ICT spitting right now. In time, the trader can develop multiple models for multiple conditions. New students make the mistake of trying to hop around thinking this is optimal for them. Since trading is the task and trade must be taken or time is wasted. Hang on, let me repeat that part. ... Since trading is the task and a trade must be taken or time is wasted. A trade must be taken or time is wasted. AKA, that's how he's saying that's how a lot of traders view trading. Just because they're on charts looking at charts, they feel like they need to take a trade, otherwise they wasted their time. You could say he's spitting there. That leads to failure, poor habit building, and essentially gambling. Ask yourself if you want to gamble or take measured executions inside your model's focus. Some of you still feel emotions about not seeing me short, or even showing any interest in shorting NQ. Let's go! He also had no interest in shorting NQ. Let's go. That is the difference between impulsiveness and experience. Only one of those two things carries you long term. This concludes the real-time commentary for today. I will share my time with you Wednesday at 9:15 Eastern. Be safe. Typos remain as I never edit a post or anything in here. Take care, smiley face. Got it. Got it. Well, might have deleted this long idea too early here. Turns out that Drake candle was only one Shrek candle. All right. All right. Alrighty, folks. We might be back. We might be back. We got a minute and a half left on this candle. Closure above, I am in long. Closure above that black line, I am entering a long. As long as in the next minute the candle doesn't, for some reason, close way the hell up here. One minute breaker. I'm watching the 1 minute chart on here on my other monitor. He was bullish and got crushed. Did he actually take? Did he actually take a long? I took one long as well, and I lost in the previous macro. Yeah, I took a long as well. I got stopped out in less than 3 minutes. I was gonna say, I hope we get a close here because I do not want to wait for another 5 minute candle. All right, guys, so I'm in there. Not waiting for the retest. We got a close enough close. I'm going to try to get a little fancy with the stop loss here. Sometimes that's my downfall, but I'm going stop below the body of this CISD candle. I just think probability-wise, if we get price moving all the way back down below this opening price, I just think it's a high probability we're going to see lower prices anyway. So I don't know if it It's much benefit for me to include all of this. It seems like I'd be adding 20 points to my stop for nothing. To be honest with you. And yeah, I'll go TP up here. 5-minute open gap. New York midnight. Almost 2.5 R. So yeah, I'm cool with this. If we do get a little pullback here, I have not grabbed entry on these brand new 50K XFAs on Top Step X, but I'll do that as well if we get this little retracement down in here. Retest the 1 minute breaker. It's actually a unicorn, so 1 minute fair value gap and breaker here. I'll take them here as well. I'll set a limit. I set a limit on these Top Step X accounts for 172. Is that right? See if I get picked up or not over here. Yeah, set a limit at 172. Basically the wick high of the bullish breaker. Same stop. New hour coming here in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. First present? No. This isn't first presented. I'm just going here just because to me this would be low-hanging fruit target. Trading back to New York midnight in this open gap. All right, I got triggered in here on Top Step X as well. You could maybe extend to these relative equal highs, but I'll be probably happy with this. I mean, this is a nice move. Great risk reward. We'll see. Probably last trade of the morning, honestly. Obviously, if it plays out, great. If it fails, well, then I'm going to be 0-2 today. Which is enough losing for me. We're going to be winning so much, you're going to get tired of winning. You're going to get tired of winning. Yeah, so here's the entry on the Top Step X copy trading 350Ks right now. I ended up getting a very nice entry there. This seems like a reasonable place to remove risk. What's up, bud? As soon as this trade's over, we'll go. We'll go outside. But you might be waiting a while. You might be waiting a while. Todd, you know how Apollo trades? No. I don't think he trades. Your stop loss is my entry. I've been waiting for a minute. My stop loss is your entry? Oh, so you're in already? Are you in short right now from where my stop is, or are you saying you're gonna do like a breakout sell stop there? No, there is a delay on stream, Islam. I think it's about 7, maybe 8 seconds at most. I think it varies, but yeah, like 5 to 8 seconds roughly. Yes, there is a delay. There is indeed a delay. Oh, so you went long, Sean. You went long where my stop is. I see. I see. Well, then you got one hell of an entry. One absolute banger of an entry there, Sean. Yeah, Sean, that's better. I thought you were short. That wasn't gonna be good. I would have hoped you had already been stopped out by now if that was the case, and that you weren't just like holding this desperately. Yeah, I got a little bit better fill on the TopStepX accounts by, believe it or not, 10 points. 182 is my fill on Tradeovate. 172 is fill on TopStepX here. But yeah, looking good. Looking good. We could maybe see price dig down again one more time back near entry. But I would have no problems if it just wanted to send it higher here. But we're 5 minutes, roughly 5 minutes into this new hour now. Yeah, we'll see if we create a little bit more of a lower wick or not. Or if we can just respect these bodies, these down close candle bodies, and keep her moving. That'd be perfect. That would be a delight. Move my stop loss? No, I don't see why I would move my stop loss yet. I still think we could trade back down to my entry, so I'm not going to move my stop lit. My break even level is this high here. I don't want to overmanage the trade. Eric, now you're saying you coded the algo? Am I reading that right? You know, I think I'm just going to tell people I coded the algo from now on. I should make a course. Hang on, bug. You want to come say hi? No? Okay. Piss on you then. ICT's written options. Shucks. What's up, dude? What's up? You set? You shake? But he's just like staring a hole in my soul right now. I'm the worst dog dad ever. What's up, Grizz? No, this is my second trade of the day. I went long earlier in the silver bullet macro and I took an L. Stopped out in less than 3 minutes. This is my second attempt long off of a 5-minute change in the state of delivery. 5-minute order block. I'll show you here, the 5-minute chart. And then got a little bit pickier of an entry here on Top Step X. These brand new 50K XFAs. So far, so good. I don't see any reason to start panicking yet. We don't panic until we're in drawdown. Oh, I didn't even notice. We do have a little 15-minute. If I show you guys the 15-minute chart here, I think this is the low. I think this is this close proximity high right here. Right here. So on the 15-minute chart, we have a little portion of this fair value gap left open above this 15-minute candle high. I think that's this recent high coming up. $207.25. It is. It is. It is. Let's serve 5 points. What's up, Caspro? Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, I've been trading. Technically, I first started trading in like 2017. I've been trading ICT concepts for coming up on 3 years now, roughly, give or take. I don't remember the exact date I started trading ICT concepts necessarily, but before that, I was trading like supply and demand, which I felt like there was a lot of similarities. You know, I was still viewing the market, even though it was supply and demand. Technically, I considered myself a smart money concepts trader, right? I was, you know, looking for liquidity sweeps, imbalance, inefficiencies in the market, order blocks as my supply and demand zones. So, trading a lot of Forex back then, but yeah, I've traded a while. The first thing I actually ever was like told about was technically ICT concepts, and I remember like they kind of just went way over my head. Like, you got to picture, like, if you first started trading, like, you didn't even know how reading a candlestick chart, like how to do that, and then like you're trying to learn ICT concepts. Yeah, so it just kind of went over my head. So I think I gravitated towards other things that I felt like were more simple. We got ES trading into this 15-minute gap at the moment. That same little 15-minute gap that I marked out here on NASDAQ. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like this. See if we can get a strong push. And NQ, interesting. So the NQ E-mini chart tap that area. The micros have not, but yeah, let's go ahead and trail stop forward here. Protect that trade. I'll do the same here on the TradeAvate account. All right, so entry stop's been rolled up to entry. This level was taken by the on the E-mini chart and on ES. MNQ, for whatever reason, we left the high, so. But nice little 35 points so far. 34 points. Obviously, would hate to see it be an L at this point. Don't flame me in the chat. I know I said this high originally. But then again, we were also at the beginning of the macro when I said that. Now we're 3 minutes out. We're 3 minutes past the macro. We didn't really move as much as I thought we would have. The measure tool, yeah, it's trading view charts. It's all the same. It's all the same. So to me, there's not really a whole lot of reason for price to revisit this area unless we're going much lower. Like, if we revisit entry, to me, we're going probably to that daily fair value gap. We're probably going to see new lows. Would be my guess, but if I show you guys the 15-minute chart here, you can see a little 15-minute gap in here. But at that point, we're kind of trapped, right? Like, we're being sponsored. The move back down is being sponsored by a 15-minute gap here. So that'd be just kind of a tough read. And But like the stream, boys and girls, if you'd be ever so kind, give the stream a like. If you're enjoying yourselves, you're enjoying hanging out. Is it easy to connect Top Step with TradingView? Yep. If you want to trade on TradingView, just select Tradeovate as your platform when you buy the Combine, and you will be all set. And then you can connect it, log in to Tradeovate on TradingView, and then you're connected. But Top Step X uses TradingView charts, so it's the same as far as that goes. It'll look a little different, and there's more features, but personal preference. I got both Top Step X and Tradeovate. Only 30 likes, Shamar. Oh no, you guys better like the stream. What are you guys doing? Come on, guys, like the stream, would you?
And as for me, I like the stock.
This is you guys. When there's 300 viewers and 30 likes only, this is you guys.
That is called Bidenomics. That is called Bidenomics, and we are very proud of Bidenomics.
I'm not proud of Bidenomics. Speak for yourself, Kamala. 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 Oh man. Oh, Jax, hang on, dude. Man. What a whiner he is, dude. I mean, like, just hold it. No, you can't pay with Top Step of Crypto, I don't believe. I don't believe so. Yeah, we are slow. That is for sure. We are slow. Which I'm not loving. I'm not loving that we're slow right now. But I don't know. Entries are protected, so the worst that can happen is a break even. That's worst case scenario. My stop loss is at entry. Like a 1.5 in profit. Maybe we'll do a couple points in profit. Just in case there's any slippage. Peace out, Nick. Appreciate it. You're gonna enter long on my stop, Char? Okay. Good luck. Move stop up to some profit. No. Some profit. I might as well just close the trade then. Now I'm being greedy. Full-time trader says now I'm being greedy. Greed destroys ICT traders. If this is greedy to you, then I don't know. Maybe you might be on the wrong stream, honestly. I'd maybe go find a hyper scalper somewhere. Greed? What, you want me to take a 0.5 R? Would that make you happy? I mean, what? Yes, Alex. You are right. And a 15... There was a 15-minute imbalance above this high. I'm showing you guys the MNQ chart here, but on NQ Mini, we did poke above this high. But I'm of the opinion that we go lower. Seeing price deliver back into entry. I think we go lower. I think we see lower, a new low of day, personally. Like, I don't... We're being delivered from a 15-minute fair value gap. And right back down it. What are you going to do? You're just going to flip a coin and just long this fair value gap and just hope it plays out? No, I think we see lower prices. So I got stopped a couple points in profit there. Plus $23.80. Let's fucking go. I'm the GOAT. I am the GOAT, dude. That's the thing. Best trader you've ever seen. Well, yeah, we'll see. We might do a little bounce here, but I don't know. Stop there in profit. So overall for today, I mean, I'm green on the new 50K top step X counts by 23 bucks. One loss, one break even on the trade of 8. Otherwise, yeah, I thought it was a good trade. I don't know, not really much else to say about that. But my money would be on lower prices right now. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. If you are continuing to trade this, or if I know some guy said that he was going to take a long wherever my break-even stop was, so good luck to you. But this is just, yeah. Good luck, dude. Maybe. You never know. Full-time trader, rolling on the floor, laugh my ass off. How is break-even working out? It worked fine. Worked fine. Now you should have listened to you. Where were you last week, full-time trader? It's easy to cherry pick. Price is pulling back to my entry at break-even. He's telling me to take I mean, this is so funny. Full-time trader was nowhere here when price was going up. You're in there? Over 2K so far? Yeah, post the executions in the Discord. I'll believe it when I see it. But it's all good, full-time trader. I don't it seems like you want to make this some competition, like you're some badass, but I hope you do well. I don't know what you want me to tell you. But anyway, I'm going to call it there, boys and girls. I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. It's FOMC meeting minutes in the afternoon. We'll see what AM session looks like. If it's poor price action, it could be an early stream. We could just call it if conditions look less than ideal. You knew their overall narrative was bearish. Not for me. I was bullish. So... But the full-time trader, the Discord link is in the chat. Just scroll on up. It's posted somewhere by the old Streamlabs bot. Yeah, if you scroll up, looks like 11:13 a.m. It was posted in there. So feel free to hop in there if you feel ever so inclined to do so. But you seem like a great guy that I'd love to get a beer with. You seem like a lot of fun. Great energy about you. Great attitude. Probably easy to be friends with. You check all the boxes, full-time trader. And with that being said, boys, enjoy your Tuesday. Thank you guys for showing up. Like the stream on your way out. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace and love, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.